Welcome, everyone. It's been a hot second, um, but we are back for another D&D night. Um, I'm trying to think. Let's see. We were talking to some fish people, and yeah. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. There we go. We do have a coach driver. He's delivering us on the path. Like I said, we did meet up with fish people. We were at a temple. Um, Chelsea's still looking at TikToks.
I'm not looking at TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok.
Oh, you were.
I'm on Instagram
No, I
Reels.
wasn't.
She's on.
I
She's
was
on
on
Instagram.
Instagram Reels.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Ouch. Anyways,
You knew.
he knew. I don't know. I just saw a video, so I thought it was
Were you
that.
actually on TikTok Reels?
Not every video is TikTok.
Every
Other
video is
things have
TikTok.
videos.
Nope,
Were you
everything's
actually
TikTok.
on Instagram Reels?
Yes, on
Oh,
Facebook.
God.
And they were reels of
Amazing, Jen.
TikToks, but they were on Facebook.
See, TikTok reels. TikTok
They were
reels.
on Facebook. They were
Nope,
Instagram
doesn't
Reels,
count.
and they were of TikToks.
Doesn't count.
But I wasn't on TikTok.
Oh
Everything
man,
merges together now. You can't even tell.
it's all TikTok. TikTok all the time. Um. Anyways, let's get into it. Sebi, where did we leave off?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked that question because I've just spent the last 20 minutes finding out myself. Right.
Perfect.
Where you left off, the party has started the session off at a small tavern where they were informed of a strange and mysterious wind creature that could be potentially plaguing the lands. A monster sent by the gods, particularly the god of storm, as is it Karanos? Yeah. As Karanos has reportedly been angered in the pantheon above Oleatos. You are told that you can speak to a gentleman called the Monster Trainer in Judar Colosseum, and that he would probably send you on further to the mountains in the close by area of Judar Colosseum to deal with the monster. However, the party had decided to do this another time and did not decide to continue conversation or care for a journey with the character they met at the inn. After travelling northward for a short while, sorry, after getting a coach driver at the inn through a small discussion, the party were driven northwards. As they drew further north, they encountered a strange occurrence on the road. As they swore they could see a set of doppelgangers on a return journey back, a team of an exact replica of themselves. But since this was only for an instant, and as they looked back behind the caravan, there was no traces. The party continued to the grove. Once at the grove of Parametra, the party found that there were a lot of acolytes at the temple, tending to crops, wheat fields, and you noticed that all harvests here seemed much larger than your regular harvest across the land. In your small travels, you have seen a fair few things, but the miracles of a god are rare to see firsthand, and this grove is definitely blessed with fertile soil. After wandering around the temple for a short while, Tegnal and Lycos came across a Brighton woman who was praying at the temple. Meanwhile, Nyx Calidus attempted to go around and befriend what was it?
It was the otter creature,
The otter creature, yeah. I don't know what
It
it's called.
It was a
Top of my
sable.
head.
the sable.
Sable, that was it. Thank you.
the sable named
Uh,
Ferret.
Yep.
She attempted to befriend the sable, and by using speak with animals, she was able to strike up a conversation and has now made a friend. In the
Who's
meantime,
in my backpack?
Technolytos meeting the
It's my
Triton
backpack.
were at first met with what could have been seen as rudeness or unkindness. However, they persisted with the Triton and she gave up her name, Amethy. Amethy was at first bewildered by the two party members as they continued their onslaught of conversation with her before she begrudgingly gave in and asked them what they were planning on doing. Upon finding out that they were travelling slightly to the northeast towards Nylia's menagerie, stopping off halfway to get to a jungle, she learnt of the party's plan to go after the Nixian rams. Unfortunately, these rams and their surrounding environments are incredibly dangerous, and Amethy agreed that it was her paladin duty to join the party along their journey and protect them, at least to the best of her ability, from whatever dangers were lurking in the jungle. Brutus meandered around the grove. He didn't worship at the temple, however, he did give a small amount of insight into the Minotaur culture. Speaking of the blood sacrifices that Minotaurs make to Parametra to increase the fertility for the coming year. However, this was mostly brushed off by the party before they once again departed from the grove. Taking the sable and their new friend Amethy with them, they travelled to the northeast along the straight road until they approached cobbled section, and before them, as the call of their driver commands, was the jungle. And that is where we shall begin.
Yay, the jungle!
The jungle.
Has anyone got the song "Welcome to the Jungle" queued up?
Unfortunately, not for copyright reasons. Just looking out for you, mate.
No.
Oh, we've got Noxian Rams.
There we go.
We've got everything we want, just no really good plans.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Bum bum bum.
Hey.
Alright, so as the party can now see on the map and indicated by my white ping, this is your current location. You have met the start of your quest, and as such, I will engage this quest as being active. Woo.
We're
Woo.
on an active quest.
Huzzah!
It's
Oh,
madness, really.
shit. What are we going
There
to
you
do?
go, look. One active quest.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that.
God, it's almost like we know what we're doing or something.
Well, probably not.
You're right.
Alright. And so. Oh, I didn't mean to show you that
Fancy.
yet. Yeah.
Right?
Ah!
Fancy. I want to play with that map.
Alright. So, starting off with you all, the coach has stopped, its wheels creak against the cobbles as they skid along the stones with the little grip that they have. As the driver calls down, "Here's your stop."
But all right. Bye.
You're just pushing us out. Hey, good luck, everybody.
Shake the carriage on my way out.
Don't forget to close the carriage door. Now, as per our agreement, I'm happy to wait out here around for you. However, I will not wait any longer than 3 days.
3 days.
That's how many supplies and rations I have here on my cart, and they'll get me by those days, but after that, I'll be heading on to the next place over.
What do we think?
Cranky.
We
Well,
appreciate you waiting.
Why, that's quite all right. As I say, this is the payment as has been agreed. Now, I must warn you, I will not be coming into that jungle and looking for you. Between these two temples, this is some fertile land with some nasty monsters, flora and fauna, and I ain't dealing with it. So, May the gods of luck be with you. May Karametra and Nylia bless you in their jungle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, any idea? Any plans?
We're off to see the Rams.
Right.
Welcome to the jungle. We've got Noxian Rams.
Is
Is-
there any? What are the surroundings like? Where we're stopped? Anything of interest?
Yeah, give me one moment and I'll get you a small little description.
Descriptions.
All right.
Everything is.
The jungle before you is tremendous, luminous and proffering. Its canopy is overshadowed by the sheer amount of plants that reach up out of the regular jungle pipe, and you're taken aback by the stature of the trees as they stand firm and tall before you. Larger than any trees that you have seen, their trunks are easily 5 meters around. You see dancing beams of light propagating onto the soil of the jungle as the canopy from above lets in small rays to the bottom. Between these dancing beams, you can see a mishmash of plants. And as you look through into the jungle, you hear the rustles as plants rain down nuts and seeds to the ground below. You can hear crunching and the rustling of bushes as you believe that animals lie not far within. And this place seems to be quite thick with life. You can see thick climbing plants hanging above from trees, and ranges of flowers which grow and sprinkle along the disorderly fashion jungle's floor, highlighted by the lights from above in an otherwise dark view. There's a variety of beastly noises, songs of birds, and a strange smell fills the air as many scents hit all of your noses, and with the added sounds of croaks from the frogs in the back,
Rivet.
you can smell the stench of stagnated pond.
Yay. Smelly pond.
Smelly pond.
Smelly pond.
All right.
Stagnant. Is that the
As
direction where the frog calls are coming from as well?
they are coming from directly before you, I will bring up the map for you now.
Look at the map.
Welcome
so
to the
furry.
jungle.
Will you just look at it? Okay. What are we thinking?
Is there anything shiny around?
Shiny.
Well, if you're looking for something shiny, you know what kind of check you have to make me. One perception, please.
Are you doing it, Nick?
Loading.
Loading.
It's a very beautiful little place.
Of course, it was the other one. Fuck you. I got 5.
5.
I want to play.
Ooh, good job.
Unfortunately, as Technal is the one who declared the check,
Oh.
I'll be going with him as he's the specific one looking for shinies. Technal, you look off into the foliage. The dimly lit, soggy ground before you sparkles slightly as the mud shimmers from the beams of light above. You have a look around, and at first glance at the edge of the jungle, you don't see much shiny. Unfortunately, you don't really see much at all. However, further in, approximately 40, 50 feet, in the darkness, you swear that you saw a face.
Ooh, what kind of face?
Unfortunately, it was too quick and too dark for Technow to be able to make up much of a description of the face. However, something stands out to you. Technow, although you can't remember what the face looked like, you know that as it looked at you, it looked sad, and it made you feel sad.
Oh, it's a sad face.
Has Nick lost sound?
Probably. I would like to see if there's anything I notice that stands out to me.
Right, you can roll me a perception check as well.
Figure.
Nothing, huh?
You have a look deep into the woods also, following Technow's train of thought. But unfortunately, as you look deep into the woods, you equally see nothing but the streams of light coming in from above. It's dark down here, and there's not much to be made out through the foliage.
I feel.
Eyes, they dart around as you hear the rustles of animals crawling through the bushes and the swinging of monkeys as you see them climbing the vines above. But nothing particularly strikes you of interest.
Should I try for the hell of it, since everyone is?
Yeah, depends what you want to look for.
Anything shiny
Anything
Or
shiny.
otherwise
Alright.
important.
or otherwise important.
No, we're going with anything shiny.
Of course.
That's all I'd look for, anyways.
This is true.
Lycos, you stare deep into the bush line, and there you have one thing on that simple mind of yours.
Yep.
You're looking for the nearest shiny thing. This jungle's treacherous after all. Someone must have died here and left their stuff behind, right?
You would hope so.
My God.
You look off into the foliage, and you see, as everyone else sees, the bushes rustling, seeds falling from the trees above, monkeys swinging on vines, allowing small channels of light. And in one of these small channels of light, you think you see a face? You're not entirely sure, but you feel sad as you glaze over it. But you're quickly distracted as you suddenly see something else. Something glowing in the bush line. It seems to be moving at a rather fast pace, but it glows luminescently
Ooh.
as bright sparks seem to shimmer off of it. Sparks of a blue, crackling light.
I like I like bright lights. Um, I was actually gonna be like, if you didn't know what I saw, but after you said like I might have saw a person's face, but I didn't focus on it, I was like, probably because I'm staring at his fucking necklace around his neck or something. But ooh, shiny. Did you see what he looked like?
No.
No, but it was a nice necklace though. Oh well. Um.
So
Oh my God.
Sounded good.
Nick's
maybe.
back.
How to? What about the face?
Right,
I
sorry, I don't.
I didn't see it.
Me neither.
I seen a face. I forgot a face.
You saw a face, you forgot a face. I saw a face, and
He saw a necklace, not a face.
I was gonna say I saw a face, but I can't remember what it looked like.
It made me sad.
Was it a sad face?
I don't know. Should
Uh,
we find out why it's sad?
maybe. I can tell it some jokes once we find it. What? No?
Can I investigate further upon the mysterious person face?
You may.
And
All right. Could you make me an investigation check and tell me exactly what you're doing to investigate this space further?
Sebby's playing hard to get tonight. Hell. When did you make up actual rules, Sebby?
I know I'm using the actual rules now. I'm horrible, aren't I?
What
The
are
fuck? I'm not ready for this.
what are
I'm sorry.
rules?
Look, I told you that this would be a dark fantasy, and it's about to get dark. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's gonna be dark.
I rolled a 2, and otherwise a natural 20. But I would like to slowly advance and scan, looking for the person.
All right. You advance forward, scanning as you do so, making your way through the foliage as it cracks under your heavy armor below your feet. You can hear twigs and vines snapping and breaking, and you notice the forest is getting particularly dense as you walk further into it. Before long, you notice that you can't pull yourself any further. You seem to be stuck on something, and as you look around and see down at your legs to catch what you're stuck on, you notice that a large amount of vines have gathered around your legs. However, these vines, unlike others, seem to be moving, actively wrapping themselves around your legs, slowly binding them. And it's only then that you notice, as you're bound, that these have very fine spurs running along, small points like needles, ready to break at any moment. And who knows what they do when they do break.
Oh fuck no! I'm breathing fire on him.
Alright? Take now, you release a fiery breath at the ground below.
Oh boy.
As you do so, you're surrounded by flames, and the vines seem to burn away within seconds. They turn to dust, and their ashes return to the floor below, where
Hmm?
they can be nutrients for something further. However,
What are you saying?
as you do this, another thing happens. You notice that the vines above, from the trees up high, are now reaching down towards you as well.
I'm drawing my
No.
weapon and shield.
Right? You draw your weapon and shield. The vines are still clambering down towards you,
I would like
reaching
to
towards where you stand.
try to retreat away from to the last safe place I was standing.
All right.
Run!
Could you make me a dexterity saving throw? Chelsea's like, oh boy, it's hard to get to both. Chelsea's scheme. A 12.
Man, I really
You
like the other ones are brilliant, but no.
you make your way backwards, trying to get out of these vines that seem to be coming for you, attempting to contort themselves around you and constrict you. You step back to where the party are, and the vines creep back into the foliage as you stand on the dirt below, mud squelching at your feet.
I'm gonna take my hammer and draw a hard line in that mud.
Yeah, you scoop a line in the mud.
I return to the group wherever they were. I have no.
Yeah, the group
How
are
far did I
just
go?
5 feet away from you, but
Okay.
as you return, Amethy looks over to you. You look startled. Forest scaring you already? We've barely made it a foot in.
Oof.
You go past that line.
That's quite alright.
That's what I
I
thought.
fear the jungle may be out to get us just as the creatures are that are living within. I'm going to take it a lot more cautiously, thank you. And as she says this, she steps forward into the surrounding dirt. I've just realised that there is no token for her in my uploads, so bear
Big
with me
ass.
2 seconds.
I'm
What
gonna
do I get?
bow to her and gesture for her to lead. just to be an asshole.
You're muted. Just saying.
The gasp.
Okay, I'm definitely mocking this bitch behind her back. She's being cocky.
I mean, she's helping us, but I've kind of been off to her
Don't
since the
gotta be
start.
a bitch about it.
Eh.
To be fair, this is Chelsea's toxic trait in real life too.
Token.
Helping me? Fuck you! I don't want it.
I don't wanna help. No help.
I don't need it. I probably definitely do, but I don't want to need it.
Potentially poisonous vines. I'm gonna pass on that one. No, thank you.
Yeah, nothing, no poison. Take a place.
Uh,
Thank you,
I'll
come
be
again.
the first one to burn down the whole forest, though.
That's all right. Hit it with fire.
I be fire dragon. Don't mess with me.
Well, are the rest of you coming?
Yep.
I would like to say on this map you have to follow your regular battle movement as you travel through it.
I can't move my token. Oh no.
If you can't move your token, just place another one of your tokens on the board and I'll delete the other one.
Oh no.
Is token? It shouldn't be that hard.
So we just have to click on our thing, right? And then drag our person over?
That is correct. It should be in PCs. Why isn't it in PCs?
Me down here.
How many of us can we make?
One,
One.
preferably.
Oh, well, there's more. We all have two.
I have one.
I see two. Nick has
Well,
two. I have two.
made one. I can't move the other one.
Oh.
I made this one.
Yes, there are duplicates on the board at the moment as I haven't removed them.
Ooh, bees! Let's go play at the. No, I'm just kidding.
Please leave the bees alone. Fuck.
Bees. Bees knees.
You're just going to have to accept Anathy as being within her battle armor right now.
Whatever. The bees knees. Um.
Alright. So,
Fish
what would the party
lady.
like to do?
Fish people don't have belly buttons.
Which way do? Yeah, I know. I haven't done any belly button tokens recently because I've just been away from Photoshop.
Maybe the fish person does have a belly button. I don't know. Who are you to say?
Show us your belly button. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It sure was what you got.
That's it. Lift your shirt. Belly button
Show me what
inspection.
you wait.
Alright, so, party.
Way to avoid that.
Ooh. Which way do you want to go?
I'm definitely letting the cocky fish lady lead the way.
Cocky fish lady, you go first.
One's very so well.
Eh?
Alright. The cocky fish lady is going to make a perception check.
Okay, a good way to start. You could learn from the cocky fish lady.
Well, I guess the only way to go is deeper, and Cocky Fish Lady is going to begin to head forwards. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are the rest of you coming? If you're going to make me lead, you can at least follow.
We got 30, right? So
Yeah.
5, 10, 5, 5, 30. Look at me, by the fish lady.
Who's coming? 3, 4, 5.
I feel like Brutus's steps are like double ours anyways.
Big old Brutus steps.
Yep.
As you all walk forward, following your way to Amity, you begin to feel rumbling under your feet. Not sure where it's coming from. There are
It's
noises
it's not
surrounding you.
Brutus when he's stepping.
Well, that's the thing is you're not sure. You just
Oh.
have to investigate further to find out.
Uh-oh.
What
I
is
would
that
like to
noise?
investigate the rumbling.
You
Not the
want to
greatest one to
investigate the
investigate,
rumbling?
but I'm gonna
All
investigate
right.
it.
Can you make me an investigation?
I already did.
All right. How do you
16.
plan on investigating?
Putting my ear to the ground.
No, I
Not your role.
What?
are you done?
Yeah. Maybe.
I would like to look around for anything and put my hands on the ground.
All right. As you have a look around, you don't notice anything that's moved per se, but you put your hands to the ground and you can still feel this rumbling. However, it's gone a lot lighter. Just as you think it's lightened up, suddenly again, there is one big rumble. And this time you see that Brutus isn't moving.
Brutus, that
As
isn't
the
you.
rumbling completely stops. No, no Brutus.
It's not anything similar to those giant crickety fuckers, right?
You listen out. As you do so, you can't hear any clicking, or at least none similar to the ankegs. You can hear the buzzing and swarming of insects around, but there's nothing that would immediately alarm you in your vicinity.
Coming from the ground or the sky?
The vibrations, the rumblings were coming from the ground.
Hmm. I don't know.
I can't tell like a direction it's coming from with my hands feeling the ground.
What abilities do you have? Check quickly.
Not.
I do have natural explorer if that makes any difference.
Uh,
A forest.
proficiency, survival, nature, perception. I guess your proficiencies kind of do give it to you here. Yeah, you notice that the rumblings seem to be, or the rumbling, the last one, due to how heavy it was, seemed to have originated to the northwest of here, and by your guessing, it can't be that far off.
Hmm. Any other suggestions?
Let's not go northwest. I think that's the way we have to go, though.
What if we go northeast?
Probably not going to take us to where the rams are.
Probably not. Can we see those groups of bees, by the way, or no?
You can see, yeah, so Lycos, as you look around, trying to check out what Nyx is warning you of, you notice that in the trees, high in the canopy above, and swarming down them, There's large groups of bees. However, these bees are much larger in size. In fact, they're much larger than even your average hornet. Each bee is about sorry, each bee is at least 3 to 4 inches long each. However, the bigger ones you can see are almost a foot in size.
He was
And
deciding on whether it wanted to be horror movie or sci-fi movie here. How big are the bees? Sorry, go ahead. We're only sci-fi movie bees right now.
these bees, due to their huge bird-like size, have a very, very deep droning sound pouring out from their wings. It almost cancels out any noise when you focus on it. You see this group of bees.
Right. Um, guys, do you see those huge bees?
Yeah, don't provoke them. That's the last thing we need.
But I want some honey.
I'll give you some honey, but we can't do it right now. It's daytime.
Oh boy.
We'll see if you'd really want that honey. I've heard that some of the bees around here will happily take off a forest animal or anything that disturbs them, really, and do it into a mulch that eventually becomes what is known as blood honey.
That sounds like good honey.
I feel like we should steer clear of them.
Yeah.
Probably quite wise.
So what was?
I hope we get to.
Sorry.
Sorry,
What
what
was?
were you going to say?
What's fish lady's name again?
Amethy.
Amethy. Um. So Amethy. From what we've heard and what we see of the bees here, which direction do you think we should continue on in?
Well, I don't recommend going through any foliage. We should stick to the clear jungle ground whilst we can. However, I fear that may not be possible the deeper in we go. Gotta keep our eye out as well for regular jungle hazards. Quicksand is quite a common one around here. Due to the fertility of the soil, they can get quite wet and take a lot of travelers by surprise.
Oh,
And then you're just easy prey for any jungle.
quicksand. Perfect.
It's everything dirty to me tonight.
Wow. Um. I
Sorry.
guess carry on then, and we'll follow.
Carry
It all seems safe out here.
It all seems safe out here. Okay.
Alright, what are the rest of the party plan on doing? Are you following
Charles,
behind still?
What am I?
Alright.
well, go ahead.
I did. I didn't necessarily want to say anything to her. I just wanted to stand next to her. I still think she's kind of a bitch.
This part of the forest is rather easy to travel in comparison to the deeper jungle. Please do not get a false sense of security. And watch out for those creatures over there. And she points towards this large pond. There are two types of flies over there. One is a giant insect swarm. The other is much more dangerous. As from here you can see they're much more red in color.
So don't
Those
touch the pink
ones,
bees.
those ones carry a vicious poison that can be found here in the pollen of some plants. They coat themselves in it to protect themselves, meaning that if they attack you, it may be a lot more severe than a regular insect swarm.
Oh, perfect.
And as she says this, Amethy is going to make another perception check.
Ooh, nice one.
Hey, wait. What's that disturbance on the water?
Yeah.
You see Amethy look across through her helmet, lifting her visor slightly as she stares to the water. Before, she quickly grabs you, Nyx, and pulls you to the ground, throwing you and herself behind this bush. As she does so, you hear a very quick as two darts stick in the ground, here and here.
Would have been bad.
What was that?
Well,
There
I
was
don't
something
know,
in the
but
water.
I think a lot nicer things about you now.
I promised to protect you. It's my paladin duty.
Did you see what it was?
However, unfortunately not. All I was able to make out was a small blowpipe in the water.
Great.
It may not be best to go this way. However, from what I saw, there doesn't seem to be a way around without going past that body of water in some capacity.
If we sneak up on whatever it is before it can sneak up on us.
Hmm.
Lycos, can you make me a perception check?
Sure.
Lycos, as you have a quick look around and as you're still standing and have the vantage point upon seeing the lake or pond, you can see once again, as Amethy did before, a small blowpipe sticking out of the water, a piece of seemingly bamboo. However, you cannot see what is holding it, but you notice it turn towards you. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Hmm. Perfect.
Two more darts blow out. One of them hits you directly in the leg, Lycos. As you fall to the ground in pain, you feel a burning crawling up your leg, like 1,000 fire ants climbing your skin.
Ah, what the frick was that?
Pull it out.
I'd like to pull the dart out of my leg.
Yeah, you quickly pull the dart out of your leg as fast as you can, and you notice this dart is a small needle-like piece of wood with a feather on the end, a red and purple feather. Now, on this piece of wood, you can see your blood. However, further up it, seeming to have been draped over the dart, is some thick black liquid that you can see at the impact point in your leg. And you can see that your veins in your leg, where the impact point was made, are slowly turning black themselves as it creeps up your leg.
Can I very, very quickly tie something very tightly around his leg?
Yeah, sure. Could you make me a
I
medicine check?
okay. Where's that? Yeah, there it
Hmm.
is. Okay.
You quickly rip off a piece of cloth from your own hood, tying it around Lycus's leg in a panic. You tie it as tight as you can, and you don't know how long it'll stay on there or how tight it actually is against his skin. But the creeping has stopped just before it, so it seems to have just about worked. Lycos, you continue to feel this burning sensation, and you will take you take 2 damage.
Woohoo! Um, is there a how thick is the bushes right here?
This piece of foliage. Oh, sorry, one second. Let me check for my pointer. This larger piece of foliage here. This is at least 25, 30 feet tall, if not taller. The bushes surrounding you are very thick and full of life. Um, yeah, they're good old bushy bushes. You can climb into them without a worry, really. But
Now
yeah,
that
the
I've
foliage
had,
behind is much thicker, larger leaves.
Hmm. So there's no way we could like, let's see if I can do it here. So there's like no way that we're able to travel this way through it,
You could, however, this central part would be counted as difficult terrain.
right? The only thing I'm thinking is like to obviously try and avoid this area.
Darty McDart over here, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I also don't know how close we'd be to this also, but um,
can I take another moment to look at his leg now that we're back off the thing and we've had a second to think? I do have a
Yeah,
healer's kit. I don't know if that'll help.
yeah, no problem. You take a second look down at his leg. Could you roll me a investigation check?
Um,
Nix, you look over his leg and you have no idea what poison seems to be entering his bloodstream. You look at the wound and it seems to have a slight necrosis around it as whatever this is seems to be eating away at the flesh slowly around his wound, widening it. You can see more blood pouring out of his leg. However, it's only a trickle at a time, nothing to be concerned about for now.
anti poison.
You know that it's definitely a poison of some kind. You don't
Can
know
I
what
give
kind.
him my anti poison?
Yes, you can give him the anti-poison.
Take my anti poison.
what is it in? A vial?
Yeah, I just have it listed as anti poison. I have an anti poison and an anti venom, and I have a medicine kit and a healer's kit,
All right.
healing potion.
I will take the anti-poison.
Yeah.
Am I drinking the whole thing?
I mean, you probably have to for it to work.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much it is, or
An anti-poison contains, I think, 4 doses. Well, I'll have to check.
okay. Um, I will take one of those then.
Right, an antitoxin. A creature that drinks this vial of liquid has advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour. It is a single-use item.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving it to him and putting it as 0 in my inventory.
Woohoo!
You're giving it to him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. What type of
Uh,
terrain is this considered?
this is difficult terrain. Anything foliage is difficult terrain, really, in the jungle, but
But is
for
it
now,
considered forest?
jungle would be considered forest, I think, yeah.
Okay.
I would count it anyway. Mm-mm.
Look at that.
Helps my whole group's travel.
Natural explorer environment.
No.
Uh, forest, grassland, Arctic coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain, swamp, or underdark. Yeah, yeah, it counts it.
Cool.
Alright. So
Um,
what does it give you? Bonus, your proficiency bonus is doubled for the proficient skills when you make an int or with.
enter whiz check.
While traveling for an hour or more, your chosen terrain, difficult travel doesn't slow your group travel. The group can't become lost with magical means. You may all that good stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Right, so Lycos, you are taking the antitoxin, I assume, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if you said it, sorry.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, you take the antitoxin and it tastes vile. It is one of the most putrid potions you've put in your mouth. It tastes like someone is literally trying to poison you with it.
Oh, great.
And you do not see any immediate effects of the antitoxin, other than the burning sensation has cooled very slightly for now.
Okay. Um. So I take the anti-poison. Oh, that stuff is gross.
Mhm.
Are you sure this stuff works?
Nope. Worth a shot.
Ugh. Do I have to drink it all?
Yep.
Mm.
Chugs down the other half.
Ugh. This is why I've quit drinking.
Speaking of drinking, do you want some wine to chase that down?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Um. Anyways, what are we gonna do about this immediate threat of swamp zombies or whatever the hell we want to call them that are shooting darts out of the water?
Yeah, I don't know what to do about them. We could try to cut through these bushes.
Or do we just want to send Brutus in there and the fish lady and have them duke it out in the water?
No, we don't want to hurt them.
Hurt who?
Our people.
No, I'm saying they'd probably be better off attacking them in the water. Especially
Maybe,
especially
but
fish lady if she can swim.
or they could get hurt.
Okay, either way, we can't get through here. So we need a plan.
I mean,
Do we wait till dark and then try and walk through that time?
I don't think it's gonna make any difference, but yeah.
You don't think it's gonna make any difference?
If we walk through in the dark, no, whatever it is already shooting at us from underneath the water. Their
Yeah,
vision's already severely not good. Like
yeah, but they can see us in
And they're
broad
still
daylight.
pretty accurate.
But they can see us in broad daylight.
from under the water, so like they already got good vision.
So they're fish people.
Hey,
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 whatever, we can wait, it's fine.
I would like to say that I have no knowledge of any fish people in this jungle.
We also had no knowledge of you being in a temple.
This is true. I don't recommend we wait until nightfall. It's only midday. We'd be here for at least 6 more hours before it went dark enough.
Well,
And I don't know about you, but I'm not exactly comfortable waiting in what is basically the open of a jungle for 6 hours.
I
I
think
would
that we
like
should
to
try to
set
cut
up
through the
some kind of camp
bushes.
by then.
should we try and cut through the bushes or just try and run right past?
Well, I assume that nobody else has any anti-poisons, and you just took my only one, so nobody else can get shot with this shit.
I'm a paladin, so I have access to my god's abilities for my healing hands. I can remove a poison from one more person, but nothing past that.
Hmm.
Brutus, amputate poison lip.
No, Brutus, we don't need to amputate yet.
Brutus, I don't want to bring up that you've pretty much almost tried to take my leg off once.
Wah, wah,
Just his
wah, dark
stories.
spiral.
Brutus just looks at the ground sadly.
Um, What does everybody think?
I say the forest is good cover, but it's also good cover for predators. But there's predators in the open as well.
It's not like it's a
Right.
very thick foresty area.
I'm really concerned about what
I say we
this
edge around it and stay in the foliage.
right that is. If it'll be too close to that.
Okay, so are you saying we should like edge around the front of it?
Not well. We want to be behind the foliage, away from the water, and
So we want to go right next to all the giant bees?
just edge around the outside of it, away from the bees.
No, he's saying like go along like this way, but inside the foliage still.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Who wishes to lead the way through the foliage?
Sounds like techno.
All right, Dragonborn, you're up.
All right.
Shield front and center.
Tramp down them bushes. Anybody want some wine?
He's texting sound.
Remember, if you burn them away, we lose all of our cover. No fire. Oh, he's lost sound again.
There's the sound. Okay. I was gonna say I could light some greenage on fire and make some smoke, which would deter the bees.
That bitch said no fire.
Well, who the fuck is she? It's my.
Okay, it's my fire.
Um, the only thing with that gives away our cover then also if we burn it.
Truth, but we could leave the greenage behind. And we just want to, smoke out the bees.
I mean, yeah,
If they come close enough,
yeah.
we
Are
could
bees
edge around
considered
them and not.
animals?
I'd
Bees
be.
are animals, yes.
Can I speak with them?
She's like, I'm gonna.
I-
What?
Sure, you can attempt to speak with the bees.
Oh,
I would like to
Take me
attempt to
to your
speak with the
leader.
bees.
take me to your leader.
Off with her head. Oh shit.
I want to meet the queen bee.
Right, the bees already are aware of us being here, correct? Like, they obviously couldn't have missed it.
The bees are. I mean, you don't know if they're completely aware, but you're sure they probably have some idea of your presence.
Okay. Would like to communicate with them bees.
Them bees, them bees, them
Them bees.
bees.
Alright.
The bees
You
knees.
attempt to speak with the bees. What do you wish to say?
What? What
Hey,
up, bees?
bees?
Bees, no, you.
I kind of heard that.
Tell a dad joke. What kind of bees make milk? What kind of bees do make milk?
Right. Who are you? They say
Bees.
in a cacophony of noise.
Boobies.
Bees, my name's Nix, and we just want to try to get around this foresty area and lake to the other side. But somebody's shooting at us from in that water, and I was wondering if maybe you had any advice. We obviously won't hurt you or, touch any of your honey or anything, so.
Bees do not trust outsiders.
Well, the outsiders will be gone super, super quick if you can just tell us how to get through here real fast.
Bees will not attack unless you go near. Hi.
And could you point me out the exact location of the hive I'm to avoid?
bees form a arrow like the scene out of Finding Nemo and point directly to a beehive up in this tree. The beehive is mighty large, probably the size of a small shed, or yes, sorry, the size of a small shed hanging from this tree by multiple vines grasping around it.
Okay, so avoid that.
Okay.
This.
Yeah, it's I don't have a thing for it.
It's
Okay,
also
so
where
it's
the
there.
danger vines were.
This there you go, beehive. Wow,
Beehive tent.
it's the bee tent.
The bee tent.
Okay. All right. So bees. Do you happen to know anything about the person in the lake?
Bees have no interest in lake.
Okay. Are we able to cut through?
There you
You
go,
know,
nice beehive. Look at
here.
that perfection.
Boobies.
Are we able to cut through like in this vicinity without,
Yes, avoid the Quicksand.
Okay. Avoid the wingspan
Okay. All right, well, let's cut through that
So
way
the
then, guys.
wingspan? What?
of the bees. Bees.
Thank you, bees.
They're boobies.
Buzz off now.
Buzz off now.
I don't think I have anything that bees would like to give them as a gift. Just sad. Do bees like wine?
I
I
don't think
think
the bees have
Nyx
ever
has
tasted
lost it.
wine.
She's
If
talking to the bees.
yeah, all you guys can hear is.
Bees?
Are you looking
Do
for
you,
something
do
to
you
give
like
them?
wine? Yeah.
You can give them a torch. What?
No, shut your mouth.
What is wine?
I'm gonna just hold up my bottle of wine that I have here and let the bee sniff it.
Yeah, the bees come over and begin to swarm around the wine bottle.
I'll pour some out for him.
Is it like Mountain Dew? They
Bees
love that.
are uninterested in the wine.
Okay. I don't have anything else, I don't think.
I mean, they're gore bees. We could
Very
probably give
well.
them a piece of the bear.
I don't think bees eat meat.
I mean, try it.
Bees, do you eat meat?
Bzz.
Bees enjoy grunted flesh.
Give me some bear for the bees.
Bear
Would any
bees.
of it be rotten at this point?
It's
They're
all been
bees.
jerkied, so it's good enough.
It's jerky.
That'll do.
Okay. Bear for the bees.
Bear
The bees,
bees.
one of the bees takes the meat directly from your hand and begins to seemingly devour it and regurgitate it towards the other bees.
That's fun.
That was a little disturbing.
Right, so let's go through this way between all the bees, and we are safe. Just don't touch their hive.
While they're eating their bear meat.
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bees.
If these bees attack me, I shall not forgive you. And Amethy begins to walk by as well. I don't know what Technal is doing, but Brutus is staying next to these rocks.
Brutus, come on.
Come on, it's fine. Just don't touch anything. Surely not their giant hive or their wings.
Brutus think bees scary.
Bees
Bees
are
too big.
scary.
Big bees.
Brutus,
Come on,
Big
Brutus.
Brutus.
If there was ever a time
Brutus.
to trust me, Brutus, come on.
can I?
Brutus gets on his hands and knees and crawls against the floor.
I was
following
gonna
after you
say,
guys.
can I grab Brutus's hand and just be like, just look at me. Come on, we'll do it together.
Brutus puts his hand in yours and looks at you with a confidence before continuing forward.
And then I realize my hand shrinks in his. Come on, Brutus.
No way! Wait, it works now.
What happened?
Wait. Oh, does
I
it
see
work now?
information the
I see
others need.
clouds moving.
It's a lot faster than it was, but look at them clouds.
Oh, that's exciting.
I've got clouds now.
One more click over, then he'll be all the way on.
Yeah, there.
There's
Look at
clouds.
them.
Race
They're
car
beautiful.
clouds.
They're very fast.
Yeah.
Fast race clouds.
Hurry up, Brutus. These clouds are gonna take us over.
We're getting rid of the clouds, but they were cool. They'll be used later.
Ooh.
Not later today, but later.
All right, continue on. 5, 10.
Could you all make me
Never
a
mind.
group perception check?
A group.
Your total score will affect the outcome.
I got a
13,
21. Yeah.
No, I got a 20.
Oh, never mind. All right.
You got a 13.
4,
18.
40.
Oh,
What's
look
that?
at that. Both of them were good that time.
52?
Yep.
Alright. 52 passes. As you walk underneath the bees and their hive, the droning swarm seems to cancel out any sound from around you. You feel an almost peace with the monotonous tone of near radio static across your ears. But you notice below the beehive and in the general area you're in now is these large flowers. These flowers have large drooping leaves and lay flat against the jungle floor. However, they span approximately 20 feet in length from side to side and grow large berries on them, each berry the size of a fist, some of them even the size of two fists together. These berries are a bright lustrous pink, held on vines. Sorry, I don't know what you'd call them. What are they called? Stems. Held on stems, reaching out from the center of the plant, where you notice large buds of orange pollen.
Don't touch them. I told the bees we wouldn't touch nothing. Don't touch them. Just walk by.
Keep walking. Just keep walking.
Alright, you walk by the plants, seemingly uninterested in them. Before you make it round to the other side of the beets, and this large piece of shrubbery that's defended you from whatever is in the lake. And from this vantage point, Nyx and Amethy, as the characters up front, can both see that in front of the pond, someone seems to have recently set up a camp. You see bedrolls there that are untucked, as if someone left rapidly. In fact, the fire itself is still going. And you can see a statue over by the pond. This seems to be a statue of Ephemera. However, that is incredibly out of place.
What do we think?
And we probably shouldn't go
Uh,
there either.
FO what now?
Which direction do we gotta go in to get where we're trying to go?
You don't know.
We don't know.
You've
No.
got to survive the jungle and track the rams.
Okay, well, I'd like to do whatever
We're
check
definitely
tracks.
avoiding the flies, though.
Could I do like some kind of a check to try to figure out which direction we're going in from here?
Yeah, roll me a survival check to look for tracks.
Yay.
Next, you look around, and unfortunately, by your feet, you notice no tracks. The
Wah.
mud around here is just too wet and has been well trodden by a plethora of animals. It seems too churned up to make out any distinct direction. However, in your search for tracks, you notice something odd. Next to the bedrolls and the camp up ahead, a mere 25 feet away, you notice tracks running away from the camp. The strides seem long, and these strides are in boot, meaning that some other humanoid has been through here recently.
Humanoid.
Next, could you also make me one more perception check as you're out the front? What did you get? A
5.
natural one. Alright.
That's a 5. It's a 5.
Uh-oh.
Definitely a natural one.
It's a 5.
Next, as you look out, trying to gather as much information as you can before turning back to the group, you notice something purple pop out of the lake. You don't quite notice what it is, and it doesn't quite seem to notice what you are. As it spins its head slightly, looking around, it seems to be investigating the area itself. However, you do notice that it seems to be carrying an insane amount of blowpipes on its back. And as you notice this, it pulls one of the blowpipes from its back, brings it to its mouth, and
Definitely jumping backwards.
3 more darts fire out towards you. You move backwards just in time. However, you hear these darts ping into Amethy's armor. Been hit.
Have you been hit or has your armor been hit?
Hmm. I'll have to take it off to find out. You'll have
Well,
to bear
hurry
with me
up.
for 10 minutes. You're going to have to bear with me for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
That's how long it takes to take off full plate armor.
Oh boy.
Well, I would step back a little ways first.
Yes, I agree. Right, let's get behind this bush cover a bit more.
Um,
The bees and their swarm can protect us for now.
Brutus, what's behind you, by the way?
You will need to. Can you see that through, Brutus? Yeah, actually, yeah, you can. Hmm? Behind me. Brutus turns around, and Brutus seems startled. What is that? What's going towards me? Brutus starts to back off towards you as you notice this frog creature slowly approach you all. It carries a blowpipe in its hand.
Oh, great.
Of course it does.
Right now, can you make me a perception check?
If you can hear us.
Mm.
Right now,
I'm really
just the
not
most
liking that
unfortunate
second
member
roll
of the
right
group.
now.
You have a look around also. After hearing about this frog approaching from behind Brutus, you quickly dart your head around and notice that the party have become surrounded. There is a frog here, here, and here.
definitely shield prepared to closest.
Son of a biscuit.
We're surrounded.
Yep.
As you all take note of the surrounding frogs and their blowpipes, one of them mutters.
Can I understand that with my talk to animals skill?
You cannot.
Son of a biscuit.
Hey Nix, can you ask your friends to help us out?
Bees? Bees, can you help us?
Brutus, I think you just said something bad about your mom.
What? No, mother. You never say nasty about mother. And Brutus pulls out his axe. The bees respond to you,
Yes.
Nix. Bees do not get involved with grung, and the bees start to retreat to their hive.
Uh-oh.
Okay, bees. Thank you, anyways.
Fortunately, flies and frogs have a bad history.
Well, it is what it is. At least the bees are letting us get through from them.
Hoping the bees would defend their territory, dang it.
Right? Especially since they're like coming from there. Alright. Brutus, attack!
I'm gonna hit my hammer on my shield in a threatening manner.
Alright, roll initiative. Brutus will be going first.
Boy.
We have to click our token and then roll it, right?
You do.
Okay, token. Initiative. Ooh, not good.
Well. Alright, just waiting on Lycos's.
No, I did mine.
Not Lycos, sorry, Technalamet. Wow, Tech, you are having an awful day.
This be fun.
I made one good roll today, and it was a roll that didn't count, so.
I like how Brutus gets a perfect 20, though.
Let's
It's because you told him to attack first, so he was prepared for the fight.
Oh, okay.
roll 20, rubbing those 20s in my face.
Brutus is just
You can
angry.
have them, but you can't use them.
Brutus is about to defend his mother. No,
13
mother.
and a 19. Right. The turn order is
He
as
called your
follows.
mother a dairy cow.
My mother, a warrior!
Alright, so Brutus is going to make the first attack. Brutus is going to make an axe attack as usual. That is a 1d20 plus 4 for Brutus. Oh, no, it's not plus
Is
5.
he
So
throwing
this is
it or going up to slice him?
he's going to go up to slice him.
A nat 20.
Well done.
He was
Yeah,
really
Brutus.
he was really mad about their mother.
Yeah, this is
Talk
not
about
so,
his mama.
right. That's a new law point. You insult Brutus's mother, you get nat 20 instantly.
Don't you
There's
talk about
that.
Brutus,
my
in
mom's
rage,
udders.
you see a tear run down his eye as he charges over, horns down, rams them into this grung, throwing the small creature, a mere 3 feet in size, into the air before clobbering down with his axe on this small little thing.
Oh, Jesus.
And at that, we have two opponents. Yes?
Three.
Plus 7 for Brutus. That is 13, 26 damage. No, wait, why am I doing 1d20? That's stupid. Sorry. My bad.
Um,
Brutus is slash R 2d8? 2d6.
so basically, that little frog thing got thrown up in the air like Visal, and then Darius dunked after.
Which one
Yeah.
is he fighting right now? The one he's right in front of. This one.
Yeah.
Just trying to find Brutus's.
Which one's that in the turn order? 13? Or
Yeah.
They're all at 13, I think, aren't they? Yeah.
Except for the one that's at 19.
Well, yeah, except for the
But
purple one.
that's a different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the purple one.
Yeah.
and how much damage did it take?
We're just calculating that now. I think this is Brutus's roll. I'm sorry if I am wrong, but it seems about right. So 14 doubled 28. This is a grown. Has... No, I don't.
Don't you ever talk about mother again.
Nobody talks about mummy. Oh yeah, it's dead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, after Brutus charges this thing and throws it up into the air. And oh, by the way, I will show you an image of what these things look like
And slam dunked it.
because I always forget to do that. In the D&D chat, as usual. But this thing gets launched into the air, and on its way back down, Brutus's axe cleaves down straight on top of it, and this creature has no way of rebalancing itself in the air, as this axe cuts clean through the creature's body in one foul swoop, leaving it in two halves on the floor, bleeding out, its frog-like legs kicking with the last twitches of life.
Okay, but how much damage did it take?
It took 28 damage.
Holy Jesus. Good job, Brutus.
Oh, Tech now just figured it out. Poisoned up. Alright. Nobody. It's mummy. And he stabs his axe angrily into the ground before sitting down and crying.
Oh no,
Brutus,
Brutus.
I don't even think that's the one that said anything bad about your mama. It was that one. And I point to the other frog.
Brutus's head turns like Jojo. Alright, and that ends Brutus's go for now. Bringing us to the Darty Boy. Alright, the Darty gets 60 feet of movement per round.
Holy Jesus.
And he is first going to start off his turn by using his bonus action to do Mighty Leap. Mighty Leap allows him to travel 20 feet in a single jump, which will be 5, 10, 15, 20. And then he's going to use his movement for the next 60 feet, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, at which point he can see the party. And he is going to use his action to blow a sleeping dart at Nick.
You said a sleeping dart?
Sleeping dart, yes.
I feel like that requires
shouldn't have,
dexterity.
really, I shouldn't have told you that until afterwards, but you know. And he has a 1d20 plus 8 because of his proficiency.
Do I get a chance to see it coming?
Oof.
Oh, he
No,
did
as
a
you
nat
haven't,
one.
as he's just literally leapt around the corner and went to shoot. But he fires, and it's a nat one. You see, as he blows down the blowpipe, and Nix, you hear this blowing action down the tube. And as the tube resonates and the blow dart travels straight to the end, it gets stuck, not firing, effectively ruining this blowpipe. And that's going to end his turn.
Oh, we know why he's
He
got a bunch
seems
of them.
extremely angry, like trying to have a discussion with a Jawa. He's just angrily throwing his weapon around, throwing it on the ground, stamping at it. He seems pissed. Making the next go the other grunts. Alright. With ample vision of units, this grung is going to also make a dart attack. However, he is nowhere near as good.
And he also
Oh
gets a
my
one.
god.
He just swallows the dart when he takes a breath.
He sucks it in.
Yeah, you see, as this grung pulls up his blowpipe and he goes, and
uh,
you see his throat expand into a bubble as he falls back onto the ground and lets out a large puff of pink smoke. He is unconscious.
yay!
What just happened?
And you see the purple grung look to his side and suddenly throw his dart stick that he snapped in half at the other one.
They're not having the best time up in here.
Uh, so good.
Alright. Next up, then, is the grung down here, who is also going to make a dart attack.
Come on, one.
A
Oh.
13. He's aiming at Technow, as Technow is the closest to him. Technow, what is your AC?
Let's see.
3.
20?
20. Very nice. Yeah, this dart sticks directly into the center of your shield, and you can see they pack some force behind them as this dart hits into your shield, piercing a hole through it, but getting stuck in the shield itself.
Whoa.
No, that ain't cool.
You notice the purple grung and the grey grung turning their heads and looking at each other, and both seemingly are confused as, although you do not know what they're saying, their noises do not spout confidence from within themselves. Next is Amethy.
I feel like if it wouldn't cost me a turn or anything, I'd take the dart and throw it back at him.
Alright. Amethy is going to step forward towards this grung. As Amethy steps forward, she needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Amethy is not very dexterous. A 13 is a failure. Wait, was it a 13?
11.
No, an 11. An 11 is a failure. No, I've let away too much information again.
Is
You
the
notice as Amethy charges forward towards this grung as he reloads, her warhammer in hand. She suddenly stops in her tracks after slowing down nearly immediately, next to this body of water. My feet! My feet, they're stuck! And
Quicksand.
as she looks down, she is standing in quicksand.
Woot woot.
No tech now. You notice that the vines in the trees do not reach towards the frogs.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So she's stuck.
She's
Ankle
sunken
level.
into the ground. She's sunken to her shins in the ground.
Okay.
She is going to make a strength saving throw. Try and get out. Unfortunately, fails. You notice she tries to pull her feet out, struggling them one after the other, only to set herself in deeper. The quicksand is now up to Amethy's knees. Um, please, a little help. Next up is Nyx.
Well, since I know I'm one of the only people with any range out of us, I'm going to go ahead and snatch that dart off Technel's shield
All right.
and hook it to the end of one of my arrows.
Okay. How do you plan on putting it on the end of one of your arrows?
Huh?
Rope.
The dart. How are you putting it onto an arrow?
Yeah, a little bit of my rope. Well, actually, I have fishing
All right.
tackle, so I'd rather use fishing line.
Do you have like an adhesive that way?
That will take your action to create an arrow out of the dart.
Okay, so then with a bonus action, can I throw some rope to her? Since I can't
Yeah,
attack.
yeah, that's no problem.
Cool. Okay,
All
throwing
right.
some rope.
Yeah, as a bonus action, you throw some rope, and that will end your turn unless you wish to make any movement.
Mm, I'm gonna throw some rope and move to here. Right, because I'm moving through people. I can only probably move like that far, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, no problem. That brings us to Lycos.
Alrighty. Let's get this party started. So I'm thinking I'm going to move up to here
Oh, why?
because I am melee.
Ugh, terrible.
That's right. They get disadvantage if they're right next to me trying to shoot me. Um, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Sorry, could you just say to me again what you're doing?
I'm going to attack
So you
this
run up
guy
to. Yeah,
with my rapier.
no
He's gonna rape.
problem. Yeah, yeah, you run across to the grung. And as you do so, he looks at you. And you stick out your rapier towards him, committing to a lunge. Could you make me an attack roll?
Oh, why did it do the whole thing? Oh well.
It's alright. A 9. Let me
9.
see. Alright. Does the 9 hit the grung? The 9 does not hit this grung.
Yay. Um, with that, let's see here. Do, 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 do. So I'm going to use my action surge as my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
which lets me attack a second time.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's try that again.
You don't get a red number.
Ooh,
That's not a red number. That's a good number.
that's a good number.
Alright. 20 hits, which is 6 piercing damage from your rapier into the grung elite warrior. All right. And that ends your turn. The grung screams out.
Excuse
Whatever
me,
that
what?
was. Brutus, I think you said something about your mom again.
That brings us to Tech now. Tech now, all of your friends have moved around you, leaving you
Wondering what's going on.
with Nix's rope basically just thrown out in front of you, I guess.
Right. Well, I guess I'll pick up the rope and shout to the fish lady to grab hold.
I guess I
Alright.
wasn't thinking about that. Oops.
I'll pull her free potentially.
Alright. As you shout over to Amethyst to grab hold, she reaches down to the rope. Nope, to do with your turn.
Um,
Can you?
prepare dodge.
I was gonna say, can you try again?
Yeah.
Right? Is
You
it
could
right?
you
There
can
would be
try
an
again,
action
or you can
stage or
prepare a
something.
dodge.
Out again.
Alright, one more attempt. Could you make me a strength check once more?
Heave.
21.
That's better.
Next, the party here, and this grung here, and he's going to make
No,
as much of his
Brutus.
movement as he can to
No,
get over there.
Brutus. He's gonna run right
So
through it.
he's going to make 5, 10, 15, 20,
Someone stop him. Brutus, stop!
25.
Brutus, there's quicksand!
And Brutus is going to make a saving throw. As Brutus tramples this bush here, the one with the large pink berries. And
Ooh.
as Brutus tramples it, let's see how his dexterity saving throw goes. And
Oh, God.
actually, let's see quickly my radius on this plant.
He's just enraged.
The thing, yeah. Oh, got a map and background. So this plant has a 15-foot radius of 5, 10, 15. So that's that corner.
Uh-oh, what's in the plant?
I just when a plant has
But
a
she's
radius and you know there's something going on.
Well, I'm out of
Alright,
it.
that is the plant's radius.
Am I considered out of it or in it?
You are
You're half and
within
half.
it, unfortunately.
Son of a biscuit.
What's it do?
So, could everyone within that radius make me one dexterity saving throw? Not dexterity, sorry, constitution saving throw.
I like dexterity better. Can we do dexterity?
It was constitution, I'm afraid.
But I have +6 dexterity.
Tech got a 16.
Alright, that is a 16 on tech, that passes.
Ugh.
6 on Nyx does not.
But can we just take the 20?
Slash R, 1d20. Nyx is like, stop ignoring me! 1d20 plus 4 for Brutus.
Brutus got it.
I don't think that hashtag did anything, which is good. I can't tell because I can't highlight over the roll now, but I think that was all cool. So 16 plus 4, Brutus passes. And lastly, we have Amethyst. Amethyst fails.
13.
And, oh wait, and the Banderhob there, sorry. Not Banderhob, sorry. It's a
Frog.
Grung. The Grung passes.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Amethyst and Nyx, you instantly fall unconscious under the effects of induced sleep.
Yay, sleeping.
oh, so that's
You,
what the
before
frog
this
inhaled.
happens, you see Brutus trample this plant as all of the berries fall off of their vines, so delicately hitting the jungle floor. And as they do so, they literally explode. These plants and berries seem extremely volatile, as a fine mist, a liquid spray, enters the air from each one, surrounding the covered area of 15 feet in a sleep gas. Alright. That knocks Nick out.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Is it flammable?
You do not know.
Well, I'm not standing in it, so
And Brutus cannot reach the Vanderhob with the rest of his movement. So that ends his turn. Giving us next the Grung Elite Warrior, who is currently having to deal with Lycos.
it's right.
The Grung Elite Warrior reaches down, grabbing his stick that he had thrown to the ground with the dart stuck in it, and begins using it like a spear against you, Lycos. He's going to make an attack roll. And he has a 1d20, a spear is a dex weapon. That would make it +8 for him again. Which is a roll. 21. Does that hit?
I'd like to say no, but
This is not going well
I,
for
I,
any
I
of us.
don't think I can.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes.
Alright. A small stabbing pain
Oh,
hits you.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
You take 4 damage. However, what does that add up to? 5, 1, 6,
32.
3. Yeah, so 2, 28. However, 28 of that damage is completely non-lethal, as this is the amount of health you require to have above for the noxious poison, the sleeping venom on his spear, to not take effect. Do you have above 28 health?
I have exactly 28.
In that case, you fall asleep.
Woohoo!
With a small spiking pain, you look down and see a tiny nick in your leg, Lycos, where just the tip of this dart had touched you. And you also
Just the tip was a bad thing.
begin to feel drowsy.
The only time.
Your eyes go hazy as you cannot muster words nor stand on your legs as they turn to jelly. You fall to the ground, seeing the grung stand above you as your brain forces your eyes closed. All right. Next up is actually he's gonna make a bonus action. No, bonus action was picking up. Action was attacking. He's going to make 60 feet of movement. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15. Oh wait, no. Never mind, he's just going to go straight over to you. That's like 15 feet. And yeah, so he's standing directly in front of you, Tech, now. All of these blowpipes on his back, and the one blow dart that has now been improvised into a spear in front of him. And it is the next Grung's turn. And he, although failing his first shot, no, he succeeded his first, didn't he?
Hmm.
He's an
Ignore me.
asshole. They're all assholes. Asshole frogs.
Asshole frogs making you sleep. Horrible
Does
things.
it get affected by the cloud? Or is it already settled?
He already went past it, so he passed the check.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's only a single check thing. It's not there for every round. Sorry, it's a single round. Effect. I should have deleted it. There you
Brutus,
go.
trample
Right.
another one.
Let me fill up, Sleepy.
Shut up, Sleepy.
Right. Sleepy, 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 and cool. This Grung is going to make another dart attack against you, Tech, now.
Excuse you, Tiny?
And that dart attack is a 9. You see, as another dart flies past your ear, flies past your head, Tech, now, and into the bushes behind.
Did he do a dart attack, or did he try and spear him?
Sorry, this grung
Oh, that one.
fired
Okay, never
a
mind.
dart
I'm sorry.
at. Yeah, sorry.
Gotcha.
Meaning now, Technow, it is your turn.
Um, yeah, definitely gonna take a swing at purple here.
Purple people eater.
Alright, could you make me an attack roll?
Second. How to? Where is it? Oops, did I click it?
Yeah. 13.
13. That does not hit.
That makes me sad. Action surge.
Action surge. I'm going again.
Might as well.
A 9. You swing
Jeez.
once more with your warhammer, but this is a nimble frog. It ducks, dips, dives, and dodges past all of your hits. Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn? You only have movement left.
Um, I can't prepare dodge.
You cannot. You've used your bonus action to action surge.
I see. Um, crap.
Correct. Love it.
Well, I can't leave these two undefended and those two, so I don't know. I'm just gonna face off with purple here.
Right, you stay there with purple. Brutus's turn next. He is going to move forward. However, seeing that Amethy got stuck in the quicksand, Brutus is going to make the intelligent decision to travel around. After all, he's already trampled the plant. What worse could he do? Brutus makes his way round to the grung. I keep saying Banderhob because this is a Banderhob token that I made, and I use them as Banderhobs, but they work as grungs too.
Brutus, don't get too close to the tree.
Brutus, fine. And Brutus is going to make an attack roll against this grung.
Boy.
Brutus is a +8, I think, or +7, I don't know. 10. Unfortunately, Brutus doesn't hit, but he's going to use his bonus action to action surge. Oh, wait, no, he gets 2 attacks per round, doesn't he? And then he
Yeah.
can action surge again. Sorry. Miss, and then action surge. Miss. Brutus. There we go.
He got it.
2d8 plus. The Bruce's attack is 2d8 plus 7. There you go, bro. You just do that. 14, which cleaves this grung, I believe. Yep. Clean in half also.
Good job, Brutus.
Right. I'm
Fuck's
just
sake.
sleeping. That's all. It's fine.
Alright, and that is going to end Brutus's turn, making it the Grung Elite Warrior's turn. Alright. The Grung Elite Warrior is going to. Yeah, he's going to make an attempt at a grapple against you. That is a fail on the grapple. So he is going to use his bonus action to call reinforcements. Like I saw that. And as this call is made, you notice that from the treetops and out of the bushes pop multiple, more grunts.
Oh
Biscuit.
no. How many
Come on,
are
give me the
there?
grunts.
How many?
Give me the grunts.
I think we're all gonna die. Brutus just needs to start hitting them all. Headbutt, Brutus. Headbutt.
All right. You have a look around and you easily count over 10 extra grunts. All of them with blow darts in hand, all facing down directly to both you and Brutus. The purple grung gestures you to lower your weapon.
I don't know if Nick has sound.
I'm still sleeping. I can't do anything.
Nick,
That's dirty.
purple people eater.
Either you lower your weapon or he's gonna cover you with his black goo.
Ugh. Yikes.
It's fine.
I'm very, very hesitant to do so.
Is that a hesitant yes or hesitant I'm not doing it?
Started it. Hesitant can go both ways.
All right, I have sound back.
All
Enemy
right.
sound. Is
Yeah, he gestured you to put down your weapon.
like threatening gesture or
No, just gave you that little head tilt of like throw your weapon down, you're surrounded kind of
oh,
idea.
in that case, no, hell no.
No?
Oh no.
I'm showing my
Alright.
teeth.
Alright. That ends the purple one's turn.
Leader.
And we're gonna make a few attack rolls then.
Oh boy.
I just really want to be able to hit somebody.
You're sleeping.
I know.
How many have I got to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are targeting you. A flurry of darts comes into you, Lycos, and not Lycos, Tech now. And you said you have 20 armor, is that correct?
Yeah, it's 20 or 21, I think.
Sheet. Character sheet. Armor class 20. Yeah, cool. Alright. With 20 defense, none of those 5 darts hit. However, wait, can he not hear me when his sound goes?
I think he can through the stream, so.
Okay, cool. Um, as those darts rain down around you, 5 darts make their way into your armor, into your shield. Heck, even one of them pits straight through your warhammer's handle. However, none of them hit you. The next, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 10. There is actually 10. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. The next 5 are going for Brutus. Oh, there was a natural 20 in there. Brutus gets hit by one of these darts. And as he does so, you see his legs sway from underneath him as he drops also to the floor, collapsing with a mighty against the slapping mud, and it's wet, squelching.
I got my sound back. As all those uh, hit and miss and all that good stuff, I'm gonna look at the purple one and gesture to him to put his weapon down.
Alright, well, it is your turn. You gesture to the purple one to put his weapon down, and he angrily swings his weapon up in the air at you, raising it up. And he points with his stick at every single one of your party members being down on the ground, and you gather that he must be able to understand common. Or did you? Sorry, did you just gesture, or did you actually say? So I may have fucked up again.
I think he said he gestured.
Oh, shit.
I don't think he said it.
All right. Either way, either way.
Either way.
Can't resend
Yeah, I
the
said I
extra
gestured it.
information. Well, I can't resend extra information.
He knows common. Use it. No, I'm kidding. Try to talk to him then, Tech.
Yeah, no, he does not seem to be willing to put down his weapon at all.
Leave me me and my party be.
He shakes his head at you.
Oh, in that case, then I'm gonna take a swing at him.
Ask him what he wants.
Nope.
Make me
Nope.
an attack roll, please. "16 hits. That is 6 bludgeoning damage. And due to him being of a smaller size class than you, I'm going to send him back 5 feet with the mighty hit of your Warhammer. However, he does not seem particularly phased. He gets sent back, holds his chest for a small bit before staring daggers at you again, blowpipe in hand.
Oof.
You can all still retreat.
Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
Prepare a dodge.
Prepare a dodge.
Learn Murloc.
Right, it is 20 minutes past the hour.
Right.
Do we want me to finish the fight, or do we want to pick up this next session?
It's up to you. It's late for you, so I think we're.
We'll see how this next round goes. I just need Tech to put down his weapon. Right. With preparing a dodge, that makes it Brutus's turn. Oh yeah, Brutus is
Bruce is
well, not
down.
Brutus's turn. All right, Purple Grongung's turn.
Grung,
He
grung.
is going to use his special action. Let's look at his actions. All right, he's going to use Flurry of Darts. He loads up 3 darts into the chamber for a single attack. 19, 15, 19, and they're all at disadvantage, so I'll do that, but obviously it doesn't matter. Cool. Next is the 10 other grungs who have it in for you, which is 20 rolls. So I am instead going to do it like this. Oh no, I guess I won't. So I can't do it like that. Never mind. Right, first one's a 20, but it goes up to your. Oh, wait, first one's a 20, which means it actually triggers your dodge. With the disadvantage being a 10, your dodge is now used. That gives us 9 other shots. That's good. Right, 22.
That one hits.
Sweet. 22 hits, 21 hits, 23 hits. Well, this is going well for them now. I think it's fair to say that you're asleep.
I think he's asleep.
He's been hit by multiple darts, and it's a fair amount of HP to bypass per dart. 8d8. So, yeah. With
Sl-
that, the whole
Sleepy.
party asleep, and you'll find out what happens to you next session.
No, no.
Dun dun.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. It was fun. We'll see what happens next time. Hopefully, something not terrible. But we'll catch you later. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll say it because I don't think Nick's here.
Like and subscribe. I'll also say it because Nick isn't here.
I would have said
Do
it.
it. Do it for the British.
All right. All right. Thank you.